let's take off all of this. Oh yeah, this isn't a real Louis Vuitton, no. Yeah, no, this isn't the real thing. It's faux leather. It's faux leather. And fun fact, animal leather has one of the biggest environmental footprints out of all textiles. Yeah, so and these days they're coming out with all these new plant-derived leather alternatives, such as pineapple leather. Have you heard of pineapple leather? Yeah, it's made from the waste product of the pineapple harvest. Yeah, so it's really sustainable. But this is just a synthetic leather. But you know, one of the best options is getting your purse handbag from a thrift store. Do you like my nails? These are just press-ons, so they are for ASMR purposes only. So this bag has served me well over many years. Apparently it is a Kardashian collection. I'm pretty sure that this brand even doesn't exist. But it's lasted me a very long time, and it is black and gold. So it goes with all of my outfits. So I just wanted to do a really light and fluffy video for you all today. So there is no need to pay attention. There is no need to pay attention. Alright, now this bag does have a shoulder strap, which I have taken off for the purposes of this video, but I pretty much exclusively use the shoulder strap, but it is very cute, like this. It is adorable. It's got the gold hardware. And surprisingly, it can fit a lot in it. This is just a glimpse into what I might have in my bag. Sometimes it's a lot messier. Right, let's open it. Now I'll pull out some of the bigger items first. Let me just set this down. Excuse me for millimeters, or that's the size anyway, 0.383, because sometimes I will annotate my books. I don't annotate them too much, I mostly highlight them. These are the Stapolo Swing Cool highlighters. Swing Cool. This was the pastel set, but this is just a yellow. free